Alright, so now we are going to sew on your last remaining board. Okay, so I'm going to line my board up with my signature. I'm going to start at hole A. Okay, my blue thread is coming out of the hole. I am going to go in front of the board, okay, with that thread, and put the needle through and wrap it around that board so that the thread comes out to the inside of the initial thread, or in this case to the right. I'm going to repeat that in kind of mirrored look. So the thread will come up over the board, it will go into the hole and stay to the left. And I'm going to repeat that down here with D and E. The needle or the thread come in front of the board, the needle goes down the hole and stays to the right. The thread comes up, goes in front of the board, needle goes through and stays in this case to the left. And right now they're all loose, you'll see them. Making sure everything's lined up the way I want, okay? And then I can pull it tighter. Remember, I want the edge of the board pretty much lined up with the edge of the text block. Okay. So once I have that, I'm going to come back to A. The thread right now is to the right of the thread. I'm going to wrap my needle around to create kind of that bead that we've created in the past. And then I will kind of link it under, and this is where things kind of change up a little bit in order to lock it in place. So I am going to link it under where we last had our blue thread coming out of a signature, and then it will go into that center of that last signature because we will do a tie-on in that. Grab it and pull it through. I'm going to repeat that for the next one. I always find it a little challenging to sew the boards on while keeping everything nice and tight. Okay, so I'm going to take my thread. It's right now to the left. I'm going to wrap it fully around in between that last signature and the board. Okay, then I'm going to bring it in between the two signatures where that blue comes out. So the last signature that you had the blue thread, I'm going to bring it under there and link it. And then I'm going to bring it back in to that hole B right in the center there. And I will do a tie-on in the inside, just like you did a tie-on with your salmon. Okay, I'm going to repeat that process for you to see again down here. I'm at hole D. I'm right now on the right side of the thread. I'm going to wrap it fully around so it'll go in between that last signature and the board. And then I will slide it underneath that last signature that had the blue come out of it. And then I will take it and push that needle back through the center hole. And I will do a tie on in the inside. I'll take the last whole E, wrap it fully around. Bring that thread, that needle, and slide it in between that signature that last had the blue thread. And then I will push it back into the center of that hole. And inside, I will tie both of those off just like I had done previously with the salmon. Okay, and when I do that, it will allow me to pull it a little tighter too. Okay, so for me doing that, I'm gonna turn my book a little so that I can have a weight on the inside and also kind of support that. That will allow me to pull this tight on the inside and then tie it off. Let's see, let me try to turn that a little more for you to see. Okay, I think it's going to be a little hard to see, but I'm doing the same thing I did previously with the pink or the salmon, but you'll notice I have kind of propped my book in a way to hold it in place so the spine doesn't fully open. And that can help in pulling it tight, okay? And you'll see that then that is all tied on and nice and tight. I'll do the final one for you. I'm gonna pull both of those threads before I tie them on. Okay, and then I'm gonna just snip the excess. And I will do the same for that salmon color. And you will have your two Celtic weaves, okay, on either end. In next a video, I will show you how to do the centipede down the middle. Okay.